I'm back with this game. This game is kinda funny. We are not very smart thief. I mean, we go around chatting with everyone, and then we forget that, not forget, but just realize that we left our briefcase full of stolen jewelry in our cabin unattended. So I mean, Robin plays it cool, but I'm sure things are not going to go well, okay? Oh, and by the way, this guy right here, Jay, I think he is very interesting. So, apparently, his backstory is that he was some serial killer's assistant. Then, he found Robin was robbing the serial killer's place. Then, join her to escape, I guess. I don't know. I hope we gonna find out more about them. So let's get to it. Music probably. Yepity. But you intend to break into someone else's? Well, of course! I intend to be invited actually. You are insane! Are you even listening to yourself? You need to calm down. The hard part is over. We were currently on the train headed for Sweden, and no one is the wiser. What about the man you recognize? If he realizes who you are, even if he does, why will he connect the to it? Apparently that guy is just stupid. To him, I'll just be some rich girl he knew years ago who's run away from her father. He'll probably think you and I are eloping. And if he gets suspicious, I expect you'll be able to handle him. That's what you do, isn't it? He scowled. You are overthinking this. If you are so worried about the case, then go back to the cabin and babysit it. I think Robin is just too carefree about this. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some drunk rich people to impress with my charm and wit. You better get back with some stolen goods from them, otherwise you just want to chat. Ow, again. I wrenched my arm from his grip and walked away, leaving him standing there alone. Jeez, so much triple dots with Jays. It's not the case that I'm worried about. My safety. As the night wore on, yeah, it's kind of dark over there. The crowd in the common area thinned. I intend to avoid the man from this morning if I had to, but he had yet to turn up. I found myself back in the lounge car drinking with a small group of people. My current company was closer in age to me than those I dined with earlier. And much better clothes to work my magic on. Elegant woman, of course. I myself am excited to bring home some exotic fashion from girls. I just love girlish styles. Did you know that it's in vogue for women to have their hair short there like a man? Isn't that interesting? Fascinating. She glared at him for a moment and carried on with the conversation. Man, every woman characters, young and old, is just have this kind of chat that bores men to death. I don't think I'd be brave enough for that. Can you imagine what people will say once I returned home to that Zephyr? You might be able to pull it off though, Robin. Am I introducing myself, these strangers, which my real name, I mean, assuming Robin is not some alias, but still, You have soft, round face, so I think you will still look very feminine. Not with that giant head of yours. Hey, I'm not balding, okay? He said it so no one but me could hear, but I gave his foot a hot stop anyway. You're too hot on Jay. Jay is so precious, let him go. Also, he should have been in the cabin babysitting the briefcase. But whatever, to his credit, he tried to wince as comfortably as possible. You flatter me, but I don't think I'll be cutting off my hair while I'm there. I'm petite already. I Robin just... Why are you talking like this to everyone? I'd be afraid of being mistaken for a child. A sharp-dressed man who had already said anything all evening, who had hardly said anything all evening, spoke up. Mr. Rhodes, you don't have to worry about that. First fight. You are much too... Everyone just loves simping on Robin, even though they just met. Too beautiful to be mistaken for anything other than the woman you are. I don't know, but that's kinda condescending flirt there, right there. As usual, Jay. Oh! Jay turned slightly in the seat beside me. Such blatant flattery was likely making him suspicious. He would have to get used to it. Empty platitudes were commonplace with a crowd like this. I think Robin just missed the rich crowd she was in. She better suited with this kinda crowd rather than being a thief. Yes, I am rather beautiful, aren't I? The man looked a little surprised that I agreed. Oh, even I didn't expect you to be this. Perhaps he was used to his compliments being met with blushing denial. But I'm not like that. Yes, I think too highly of myself. Miss Rhodes, I do believe you are flirting. I'm just stating the obvious, though it seems Robin is already aware of her own assets. I was like, you are the one saying that. You have no right to be the one saying that, Robin. You are even more straightforward than anyone else here. The elegant woman leaned towards me and spoke in a mock harsh voice. Mr. Rhodes is quite the eligible bachelor, Robin. Smart, hardworking, and dare I say, handsome. Were I not already married, you're not supposed to say something like that. What is this? What is this? Every character is just simping for each other. You'll be sitting right back. You are the husband! Who says he'd be interested in you in the first place? She gave the man a playful swat on the arm. Yeah, this must be your husband right there. You should be kinder to your wife. I do believe my wife is drunk. You'd better be drunk, baby, or else. The group laughed. A rich bachelor, huh? Well, I think I know who I am aiming for now. I appreciate the compliment, Mr. Rhodes. He smiled ever so slightly. You may call me Fletcher. Fletcher then. There you are, Fletcher. I've been looking all over for you. Is this the guy? At first, for a moment, as a man's voice called from the car's entrance, as he approached the group, I gathered my composure. I thought you had said you were turning in for the night. I intend to, but on my way to my cabin, a couple of chatty women cornered me. Man, the women are so chatty in this game. Everyone, even the ones we don't know about. They treated me with a few drinks, and now I'm feeling sociable again. Welcome back, detective! Detective! Ah! The worst possible option! I like Jay, he's funny. Look at his glare, look at it! Previously slouching from disinterest, Jay sat up and softly tucked one hand inside his jacket. Do you intend to shoot him right here in front of everyone? This is going to be a delicate situation. Just run away from here. Hello again! I see some new faces as well. Ah yes, forgive me, Robin. Jay, this is Detective Ren. He's with the Jeffrey police. Police? This isn't good. Is he here for me? Does he know what we've done? There's no capital D in the dash. Wait, Ren? That's not the name of the boy I am thinking of. Could I be wrong? Ren smiled at me and offered his hand. My mind was abuzz with 1,000 thoughts, but I kept my expression politely neutral. How do you do? A pleasure to meet you, detective. I shook his hand, which he then offered to Jay. I'm still in his jacket. Jay didn't reciprocate, of course. Instead, he gave a stiff nod. Detective. Thankfully, Ren wasn't faced. Still smiling, he nodded back and took a seat next to Fletcher. A detective. Of course he will become a detective. This was definitely the boy I remembered, but did he remember me too? Robin, huh? Why did I use my real name? Oh my god, I shouldn't have introduced my real name to everyone, every stranger around here. God, Robin! That's a pretty name. You know, in Gales, they say it's lucky to be named for a bird. Though I've never found it, to be particularly helpful myself. Maybe that's because it's not your real name. He's doing the right thing though. I could tell he knew I was lying. And he knew I knew he was lying. This was the same twinge of nostalgia that I felt on the platform. A long forgotten feeling of rivalry. You were rival, which your sound servant, that nothing else had been able to trigger. Had I been searching for that feeling this whole time? No, I'm still partial to Jay, okay? Fuck this guy. Corvids are considered especially lucky. Whoever gave you the name Jay, alright, they all named after birds, must be quite fond of you. It made sense that Ren knew I was using a fake name. Oh, okay, so Robin is not my real name. Gotcha, good. But could he know Jay was fake as well? You mean my parents? Yes, I'd assume they was fond of me. I mean, you have been assuming some delicate things for someone you just met. Ren laughed. It was warm and genuine as I remembered. You're right, it's a silly thing to say, wasn't it? I suppose all parents are fond of their children. Why do you say it in that tone, Ren? Anyway, pardon the intrusion. Please go back to whatever you were talking about before I rudely interrupted. Oh, we weren't talking about anything important. It was mostly just Mr. Rhodes and Robin thing. Is that so? How lucky for Fletcher. I would have thought a woman as lovely as you would be spoken for by now. By now? What is he implying? I don't think this is important, but let's see. The music is quite good. Kinda wanna be sassy, which saying I'm not that old, but yeah, let's be sassy. Detective, you want me. I'm still very young. I don't intend to let any man tie me down just yet. Pardon me, my lady. I never meant to imply you were too old, only that you are quite beautiful. You must have men lighting up for the Justin's. That's it. Okay, slow down the simping, Ren. You think your flowery words will lower my gut? I won't be distracted so easily. After all, we've played this game before, haven't we, detective? You're rather charming yourself, aren't you? I'm sure you have all these girls swooning over you. He laughed again. I'm afraid I've never had so much luck with women. I'm not very good at saying no, so I usually end up dating them on. You talking about me? How I was? But enough about me. If I'm being honest, I assume you and your friend Jay were a couple. Well, I kinda thought the old lady so. You seem to assume a lot of things. Just say yes, Jay. Jay glared at Ren as though he were trying to bore a hole through him with only his eyes. I like Jay more than what. It was Fletcher who finally broke the tension. You'll have to forgive the detective, which doesn't talk like a professional detective at all. He has a bad habit of turning conversations into interrogations. Well, will not exactly call that interrogations. I'm being rude, aren't I? My apologies. I'm inquisitive by nature, so I can get a bit overzealous at times. Zealous. Fletcher took another sip of his drink. Look. I do hope I wasn't out of bounds in speaking so candidly to you, Robin. Man, all the men here are just so much gentlemen. It would be egregious to try and take something that already belongs to someone else. I tried not to show my displeasure at his pacing, but it must have been apparent. I don't see any. It benefits us in this situation. I suppose that joke was in poor taste. You are not some man's property. I hope you'll forgive me. It's quite alright. You're forgiven. Man, just white knighting all over here. But let's not make that mistake again, shall we? Fletcher gave another slight smile and swirled the ice in his glass. He seemed to be finding this awkward conversation amusing. I'm sure Robin and Jay are just acquaintances. I can't imagine she will be so cold as to flirt with another man right in front of her lover. Actually, I also men are into that. Oh my god, they are into auntie and they are... Fuck you then. Don't worry, I'm with you, Jay. Robin, you said Jay was your bodyguard. Oh, I said that? How long have you two known each other? The safe option here to say quite a while. Should I? It's okay. We've been together for quite some time now. Quite a while, you say. So you were acquaintances before you hired him then? Yes. Shit, I thought those women something else, didn't I? But the old ladies are here, right? How come Jay them knows about this? Yes, I've patronized him before. It must be nice to have a loyal customer, Jay. We are kinda close, so it's safer to say we've known each other for quite some time. She's definitely something. It can be dangerous. It can be dangerous for a woman traveling alone, so he's accompanying me as a protection. An excellent idea if I do say so myself. It is the first train out of the country. I'd imagine there are a number of ill-intentioned people here. Oh my, I should hope not. The tickets were very expensive for the maiden voyage. I wouldn't think criminals will be able to afford them unless they steal them from bloody that guy with blood on the ticket of this train. You have innocent heart, ma'am, but not all criminals are lowly burglars or pickpockets. I mean, I'm sure I don't get this position just by innocent men. Then there's no need to scare our traveling companions with your pessimism. You're right, I suppose suspecting the worst part is part of the job description. You're just looking for excuses. Please ignore me. This journey is probably quite safe. Probably. I can't guarantee all of your safety here. We are all gonna die a painful death when this train crashes down. Anyway, you are late. Are you ladies planning on doing anything interesting while in Gales? My husband and I are going on holiday. I find Galish culture quite fascinating. Did you know some Galish practice witchcraft? I'm gonna try that. Please, let magic be real in this game. They say the world used to be rife with the occult. Witchcraft. Are you warlock with Fletcher? Simple folk tales. If witches really existed, I should think at least some of them will be seen in Zephyr as well. No, it's true. I'm a witch, don't you know? In fact, we'll be arriving at the start of the autumn festival. It's a celebration of the harvest season, as well as things magical. Yeah, you're definitely talking like you are a witch yourself. The name escapes me now, but it was something rather macabre. I had heard the Harvest Festival before, but I couldn't for the life of me remember what it was called. It was something to do with scarecrows, I think? I don't really know. Na 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 na. I can bullshit my way again, but knowing Robin, she probably will answer something stupid. I don't know. I was being sassy before. I think for the change, I gonna remain silent. I wasn't completely confident in my answer, so I decided to keep quiet. I had thought you would know this one. Okay, everything's just wrong with me, okay? Those woman told you you've been... How do you know? Okay, so Ren knows everything that I told those women. Are you working with the woman with the tattoo? Yeah, but she's probably the witch one. Okay, so I should answer to Ren what I told the old ladies, even though it doesn't make sense that Ren know about all these things, but alright. I mean, I hope Robin at least asks how do you know? Do they not celebrate the festival there? I traveled here in the off-season. Just as stupid. I was invested in my studies at the time, so I never really paid attention to such things. I see! You must have taken your education very seriously then. Of course. It's called the Scarecrow's Quiz. Yes, that's it. I see you know your Garish history, Mr. Rhodes. We are very excited, aren't we, honey? Woman's husband has locked it pass out. So you are the one who's drunk. He starts slouching his chair, snoring. Shoo! How about you, Robin? Will you be on holiday as well? No. I just say relax. Yes, I'm looking forward to relaxing and enjoying the sights in cold mountain northern area. I think it's important to travel and see other cultures. Yes, stop criticizing everything I said. God, I hate you then. You are traveling just for the feast then? I would have thought you'd be too busy. I'm very sure that if I said I will be too busy, then and he gonna criticize me. Oh, you should relax more, blah blah blah. What with your dog shoe business and everything? God damn it! Dog shoes! Yeah, it was kinda stupid. But the stupider the idea, the more successful was the business, okay? I had heard Robin was And the trainer who created the first shoe for dogs. Maybe I was mistaken. You know very well that you're not. Attending the festival is a vital research. A prime location is one that's easily accessible during a time like this, when the city will be full of tourists. That hadn't occurred to me, but it does make sense. Wow, your bullshit is pretty quick, Robin. You're quite the businesswoman. To be able to travel to such interesting event is a privilege. I only wish I could attend as well. Will you not be staying in Gales, Detective? Sadly, no. I'll be returning home immediately when we reach our destination. My business is here on the train. I'm a detective investigating murder of an Orient Express. Oh wait, that's from another movie. Oh my, has something happened with one of the passengers? I'm sure it's nothing you need to worry about. He's just dead, killed, brutally stabbed and murdered. No, Fletcher? That's not entirely correct. Oh, so he is dead. Oh, God. The truth is, I'm here as part of a murder investigation. The woman dramatically and Rand's cheerful demeanor becomes something more serious. And still in his second, oh my god, was that my escape victim? Jay made to stand up. Robin, I think it's time we... Murdered! Really? Are you allowed to even talk about that shit? I cut across Jay so that he couldn't suggest we leave. Yeah, I think the timing is very suspicious if we ask that now. Do you have any idea how suspicious that would look? Use that thick hat of yours. Conflicted Jay slowly sat back down. Ah, alright. His eyes remained fixed on the detective. Yes, I'd like to hear about this as well. Is it anyone we will know? We are not in danger, are we? The elegant woman leaned. We haven't known her name. Leaned in as though she was about to hear a particularly juicy piece of gossip, which it's probably. This woman, do you understand the gravity of this situation? Despite his earlier insistence that the detective was fear-mongering, Fletcher seemed interested as well. Well, Ren glanced around the car as making sure no one was listening. I mean, we are strangers, right? And we are all listening. Most of the other passengers had returned to their cabins by now, and only a few attendants remained with us. Have you heard of a man named Bertram Sullivan? All at once, the color and warmth drained from my body, and the room began to spin. Is that the perverted psychopath that was Jay's boss? I tightly gripped the arm of my chair and willed myself to focus. It will be the empty I pass out here. Keep it together. Why, yes, he's a famous jeweler. Oh my god. Why, yes, he's a famous jeweler. I do believe he's retired now, though. Actually, he's dead. He was found in his home just a few days ago. Probably Jay murdered him. Yeah, probably. Beside me, I could practically feel Jay fighting with himself not to jump up and strangle the detective right then and there. How awful! He was idle auto. So he was probably gonna be dead anyway. Who cares? Are you sure it was murder? Quite sure. Last I heard, gunshot wounds weren't a symptom of aging. No, what are you talking about? When we grow old, man, we just automatically have a hole in our heart that can turn into literal hole, and we die. And the bullets will be found in our bed. Simple as that. No, but they can be a symptom of a weak will. Oh, you're not. Yeah, I think Fletcher just doesn't want to talk about this. I heard though the grapevine that it's believed he committed suicide. That is the leading theory, yes. But Mr. Sullivan was an extremely wealthy and, dare I say, notorious man. I think there are many people who would want him dead. Notorious? In what way? I've always heard good things about him. Yes, to the general public, Mr. Sullivan appears to be a well-meaning philanthropist. In private, however, he was such a perverted psychopath. I was well aware that Burton Sullivan was like in private. Monster. He was referred to the brave. Apparently, it is a well-known secret in his social circles that, despite having a wife, Mr. Sullivan often enjoyed the company of a beautiful young woman. Women who would mysteriously disappear when he grew tired of them. That is terrible, detective, but it's bad luck to speak ill of the dead even though he was a monster. No matter what sort of the perfidy they indulge in. Yeah, probably they just sunk them to the ocean, who knows? Maybe so, but as I said before, my luck has never been great to begin with. As a man of law, I can't abide such disgusting behavior. Yet here you are, investigating his murder. Tell me, detective, if you find him so reprehensible, why even bother? Well, because it's my job, bitch! When arched his brows and gave me a sly smile. Are you suggesting, my lady, that I should ignore such a tantalizing puzzle because of my personal feeling of those involved? Personal feelings, eh? If Mr. Sullivan is as bad as you say, then perhaps your efforts will be better spent as well. Aren't there more important things you could be devoting your time to? I'd like to think I'm more complicated than that. Maybe that's why I enjoy tormenting you. I mean, you enjoy tormenting every man near you. It's no fun when everyone lets you do as you please. Mr. Sullivan was a vile man, but whoever killed him committed a crime as well. And they did so, knowing the police will come looking for them. As a detective, I'm constantly at odds with the criminals I pursue, and I don't like losing. I probably should have blood test the bloody ticket earlier. Because I have an eye on everything, right? I should have known that there's one bloody ticket in the train station. Letting this case go cold just because its victim was a terrible person would be the same as conceding defeat. You speak as though you see all this as a game. Oh, I most certainly do. One I intend to win. And if the criminal wins, he thought for a moment, then I suppose they deserve their freedom. Jay, please keep being surprised at everything. Everyone was stunned. No one commits a crime without reason. If they are able to beat me at my own game, so supposedly nobody else will come after them because I'm the only detective in the police station. Maybe they were in the right after all. That's not very moral, detective. No, but it's fair, wouldn't you say? The question was posed to the group at large, but Ryan's eyes were on me alone. Na 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 na, back into goofy music again. Just because I just want to say the word justice, I gotta say that's not justice. If this was some kind of fight, I wasn't going to fall for it. Those axes for a reason, detective. They are there to protect us. If you are saying that anyone should be able to do as they please, so long as they can get away with it, I'd have to say that's not justice. With King, Ram leaned forward and made a show of carefully considering my words. Is that so? I agree with Robin if you ask me. I'd say you're rather you'd rather deprive yourself, detective. I suppose you're right. Though I never claim to be completely innocent, how can I get this job? Ren laughed, and when he spoke again, he was back to his congenial self. What an opinionated group! I'm glad I decided not to turn in early after all. That was all wonderfully melodramatic, detective. But what does it have to do with you being on the train? Finally, someone asked that. Oh, good God. Alright, the most important part. According to those close to him, Mr. Sullivan was in possession of a well-worn express ticket. I should have just cut them on the train station, but who cares? It's more fun when it's case on the train. Apparently, he was planning on transporting some pieces of his personal jewelry collection to Gales, possibly to sell. We couldn't find either the ticket or the intended pieces. We investigated his home when we investigated his home. Jay and I shared the slightest of glances. How did they know what the jewels? Wait, because they weren't there! If that's true, then I should think it will be very easy to find the culprit. Just search the cabin. Oh look, there's one unattended! You could simply check the passenger list against the current passengers, and whoever is out of place is the murderer. That would be a brilliant idea. Except there's no such reach before this train sucks. The train's benefactor made it so that passengers are able to remain anymore. What is this yet? We are not very careful here, you know. This train is dangerous after all. Probably there's a lot of drug smugglers here that doesn't want their identity to be exposed. I suppose he wanted to protect the privacy of his patrons because they are all caught up as shit. Perhaps you could search each passenger's luggage for the missing jewelry pieces. Yes, including me, I'm also a piece of shit that went in this train to smuggle something. If we could, I would be violating Jeffrey privacy laws to do so without just cause. I don't have the arrest warrant yet. However, if someone were especially suspicious, say, I kept catching them in lies. Oh my god, here is the... So I can't just play this casually or like... I don't know. I don't like Robin's lie, but... fine. Can't take the funny answers anymore. I have the authority to search for them. Good thing that was just tutorial, bitch. Otherwise you'll be deep in shit. So that's how it is. It sounds like you have your work cut out for you then, detective. I can't believe the safety police are plugged by so much red tape. Many of my colleagues would agree with you. But personally, I don't mind. All games have their own rules. Anyway, I hope you ladies will stay safe. Please try not to associate with anyone who seems particularly suspicious. Like me, I look the most suspicious of all. Actually, I don't even flash my badge when I got here. As he glanced around the room, his eyes lingered for just a second too long on Jay. I know that murder eyes! Quickly breaking eye contact, Ren stood up and stretched. And now I'm afraid I've socialized half to death. Nobody asked you to be here, Ren. Fuck off. I think I'll turn in for the night. He turned to me and gave a nervous smile. Starting such a dark conversation right after meeting, I must have scared you ladies, all according to Perrin. I hope we can still be friends. I don't know. Is the game started yet? Is it started yet? Okay, so let's think about this. He wants a game. If I say you don't scare me, then I like bring it on, okay? But if we said we can be friends, maybe I can just try to like dig up more information about him. Like we know that we lie to each other, right? What's the best cause of conversation here? Uh, we want to taunt him or not? Both of these are taunting, but I think I like the friends option better. I don't know, probably better ending. I stood as well. Now that I was so close to him, it was obvious how much he had grown since I'd last seen him. Have you always been this handsome? Look at this stubble, girl. Perhaps I wasn't old enough to notice before. I offered my hand, which he gladly took. We never stopped being friends, detective. For a moment, he looked genuinely overjoyed, and his grip on my hand tightened ever so slightly. I'm happy to hear you say that, even though I know you were lying from the beginning. You know, detective, I'm quite fond of my games myself. Is that so? I nodded and leaned in close, whispering to his ear. And I don't like to lose either. Alright, I just said I'm not scared so that I don't taunt him. But here we go, I ended up taunting him anyway. He blushes though. My breath tickled his neck, causing him to shiver. Maybe if you are feeling stuck, the two of us could discuss this puzzle of yours together. Two heads are better than one, as they say. Yeah, I kinda like this vibe. Perhaps I'll take you up on that. I can watch your movement even more. I just say, oh, don't go alone. We must stay together to be safe while I'm actually just stalking you. Good night then. Good night, Robin. I let go of his hand and headed for the door. Jay followed close behind me. Do. This is a nice evening when we finally got out of the car. Okay, so I guess for bed, my entire body was buzzing with electricity. Oh, fucking detective! What are we going to them do? Not here. Wait till we are on the cabin. I'm too stressed out to wait for them to come in. I tried to walk, but as though my legs were not listening, I stumbled and Jay quickly got me by the end. We usually was the one who said we should wait for the cabin. We are both weak. Careful, you idiot. He must have been worried because his name calling like his usual bite. He put his arm around my shoulder and helped support my weight as we quickly headed back to the cabin. We walked in silence, but my mind was swarming with thoughts. So it's the game you want? Well, allow me to oblige me and my damn mouth. I chatted too much. It's me. But I hope you remember then that I have never once lost to you. Back in our cabin, I sat on the back bed, lost in thought. Jay, however, was pacing so furiously that he might burn a hole on the floor. Stop it! You are making me dizzy, Jay! Detective! I should have known they would realize that the ticket was missing. But how did they know about the jewels? Sullivan told me everything in the safe was of the books. I can't believe it's him. Just as I'm about to claim real freedom, and he's the one standing in my way. About that, Jay stopped in his tracks. It's obvious he suspects us. So why didn't he just arrest us on the platform? Well, you can't just arrest people, Jay. I mean, it's for our benefit this time, but unlike you who can just beat people up, the police can just arrest people. Part of the evening's conversation occurred in my mind. You speak as though you see all of this as a game. Oh, I most certainly do when I tend to win. And if the criminal wins, he thought for a moment, then I suppose they deserve their freedom. It's a challenge. He's saying if we can beat him, he'll let us go free. Why would he do that? Apparently no one gonna audit him, huh? Because I think I invented the game he's playing. It's all my fault. Fuck. What do you mean? When he worked for my family, he and I used to play a game called Robin Hood. He should have named himself Hood because you know I'm Robin. I made it up. The goal was for Robin to commit a crime and for the sheriff to prove Robin's guilty. I was always Robin because that's why I love that name. And I always won. You've gotta be kidding me! This is also just some childish game between you and your ex-boyfriend. It's not, but whatever. I had the intention of fantasizing, but the words wouldn't come. What are you to me now? Oh, was he? It's not like that. Jay pulled out his bow and started pacing again. I could tell he wasn't satisfied with that answer, but he left it alone. If you're right and he's just waiting for us to incriminate ourselves, then we already have a problem. I didn't answer. Of course he was right. I couldn't keep my story straight all evening, and Ren definitely noticed. How can he know? Was that enough for him to go on? Could I have blown our cover with such silly lies? I should be more smart with my lies. The train doesn't stop till we reach Gales. Should we just hold up in the cabin until then? If our conversation gave him enough ammunition, he might already be mobilizing. Robin, there's something I want to. A sharp note on the door stopped Jay mid-sentence. He pressed a finger to his lips, telling me to keep quiet. I nodded and tried to find a more defensible position, but the cabin was quite cramped to begin with. Jay pulled his gun from his shoulder. Don't kill anyone here, Jay! Or we can get arrested for different reason. And stood beside the door at the lady. Another knock came, more forceful than the last. I'm sure it's just when we again did the transfer. Ow! Boom! The door crashed open. Oh, so from Mendes, explained attendant such it. Ow! What? Badass attendant shit! Jay shot twice. Oh my god, but the last one had already slammed into him and righted his aim upwards. Ow! The both of them toppled on the ground, pressing for control of the gun. Two more attendants darted around the mess of limbs writing by the doorway and touched at me. I desperately groped around for something that I to defend myself with, and my hands landed on the case of. No! Don't use that, you stupid idiot! Oh no. Here we go. The jewelry gonna comes off. I swung it rightly and managed to bash one of the men in the head. Oh, that's too. You kinda look like Ren. Ah, he was knocked to the ground, but the case slipped from my grasp. It crashed into the nearby wall, sending its contents flying. It was so damn stupid. The second man seized me around the middle, pinning my arms to my sides. Oh, this is so strong. Ouch. I winced at the sound of another loud gunshot rang in my ears. Jay let out a painful grunt. The man he had been fighting with stood back up and calmly trained Jay's own gun to Jay, you lost. Ah, God. Yay! I'm alright. But his hand covered the bloodstains spreading across his chest and his breathing was becoming like, we lost already. Before I could say anything, someone else stepped through the threshold and into the light. He glanced around the room, eyes lingering on the jewels stained about the floor, which the light from the moon shining through the windows, they glittered like stars. Ah, just as I suspected. Can we just... I could have just said it's for different reason. It's still not enough proof to arrest me, actually. Ren stepped around the man I'd managed to incapacitate and crouched down to pick up a particular piece. It was some small and engraved silver box, quite plain among the many more opulent trinkets. He slipped it into his pocket and stooped back up. Our flight to freedom. Ah, damn it. Was over, we were caught, but that was the last thing on my mind. Jay's hurt, needs medical attention. Ren didn't answer, avoiding my eyes. He instead addressed the man standing me. Take her to one of the search cars and tie her up there. Oh, delicate up there right now. I was determined to get his attention. I'm sure I'm already lost and she'll reload, but I want to know his real name, so. Alright, alright. Ha ha, I see. Well done! Well done. He waved his hand dismissively. It seems the lady hasn't deemed me important enough to properly remember my name. What, why are you lying? I mean, he should lie at this point. Finally, he faced me. While I expected to find anger, however, I found sadness because he kicked my ass. Please, he might die. Don't you have to do whatever you can for him? You're a police after all. He's a dead in your precious looks. He spoke quietly, with none of the joyful warmth he had this evening. Unfortunately for your friend, you've stolen something from someone above the law. This bullshit. You don't understand. Do you mean Sullivan? He's already dead. Fucking dead. He gave me a searching look. Robin, don't you have any idea what you've... The snuff detective? The attendants are actually undercover police? Fine. He put out his brow and gave me a forlorn look. These men aren't police, Robin. Please do as they say. Not police? Then why was he working with them? Why are you doing this? His expression changed from sorrow to sheepish guilt at that question. I thought I might be able to convince him. Jay? This is your last warning, detective. Once again cut short, he stood in silence for a moment, thinking. Something more is going on here. Is Ren in trouble? Oh, so we should help him too? We are done for now. Take her to the storage car. The man began to forcefully direct me towards the door. Wait! I struggled as much as I could, but it was futile. The man had monstrously stronghold on me. Even if I escaped him, there was still large man with Jay's gun. As we passed him by, Ren gave me one last apologetic look. I'm so sorry, Robin. I tried, I really did. But you didn't give me much to work with. Alright, it's my fault. Sorry, I didn't know this is a game. Truthfully though, I think the first thing Robin should wonder is if the ladies work together with him. Otherwise, why will the ladies bother to give him such information? Seemingly menial information. I have to say I'm a little disappointed that you suck at this game. I thought you were better than this. I think I was able to convince him not to hurt you, but I can't do anything for your friend. Yay! Fuck! Cinnamon bun! I continued to fight the man holding me, but we are already making our way down the hallway. Warden, please! From inside the room, I heard Jay weakly call out to me. But then, ow! Shit! Am I dead though? Oh no, it's Jay. Fuck that. How could I have let this happen? It must have been something else. Yes, sure, I misheard. Next time I see him again, I'll have to tell Jay he was right all along. We should have just stayed in the cabin. Well, not that far. We should have taken the jewelry. As the man dragged my limp body to somewhere I forget, I wondered what was in the silver box. It didn't matter anymore. I'd never see Warren or the box ever again. That's fine. But that was fine with me though. It was probably cause anyway. That fuck. Well then, I suck. I fucking lost at first try. Okay, I heard too much, but I wanted the funny answers. Fine, fine. Let's try again. Okay, what did I say? No, I said that J is my lawful light, so this one is correct. Yeah, for not long. We only met recently. I hired him just for this trip. It can be dangerous for a woman traveling alone, so he's accompanying me as protection. An excellent idea if I do say so myself. It's the same, so yeah, I said I've been here, so I can't recall the exact name, but I'm certain it has the word scarecrow in it. Did I just guess that? That's right, you've actually been guessed before, haven't you, Robin? And closed his eyes and thought, yes, it was something like that, wasn't it? It was the scarecrow's feet. Okay, it's the same. A busy entrepreneur. Yeah, okay. As I suspected, Ren was already aware that what I had told the woman from dinner. I think this is the last question, so I'm gonna save. The shoes? Yes, I'm an entrepreneur. My shop makes custom shoes for dogs. I'm traveling to girls in hopes of opening a second boutique. Such a genius idea. I wonder how the process differs from the making shoes for people. You have to enlighten me. Of course, some other time maybe. Thankfully, he doesn't insist on this line of questioning. To be able to travel to such an interesting event is a privilege I only wish I could attend as well. Will you not be staying in Girls, Detective? Sadly, no. I'll be returning home immediately when we reach our destination. My business is here on the train. Okay, we've been there. Shall we? I think he was pleased with this answer, so this is on the tab. If that's true, then I should think it will be right. The red tape, so I think he likes this answer too, and we haven't been caught lying, so I stood as well. Okay. I let go of his hand and headed for the he followed. Jay passed and he was nervous, and after everything that had happened today, how could he not be? As he walked, tracing a line from the edge of the bed to the opposite wall, he tried to remember every detail of his big event. Should he miss something important or make one small misstep, everything could come crashing down like we did in the alternate timeline. Some of the attendants are more than just security, I'm sure of it. Are they police in disguise? And that fucking detective, what are the odds someone would recognize Robin? Does he know me as well? He paused briefly and glanced over at her, curled up in bed. They had only been together for a short while, but it was long enough to know she could fall asleep at nearly the top of the head. He listened to her soft, gentle breathing and calmly thought, "Is that only one bed here? How could you sleep in a situation like this? I don't understand you." It seemed like her detective did though. Jay could only watch as the two of them carefully navigated their conversation like life was playing a game of chess. He'd never been much good at conversation himself. Robin probably found it a relief that to finally have someone else to talk to. Yeah, Robin just liked talking, even if they were trying to conflict her all further. How many times today did she tell him to leave? It was clear she didn't feel she needed his protection. Because turns out, even if I need your protection, Jay, you'll still be dead anyway. That is comedy. Why am I following you around anyway? What reason did I have to throw my entire life away for you? I mean, did we only have like one ticket is for two people? So we have to travel together because we only have ticket for one cabin, right? So yeah, I think we should stay together for a while. Because you yeah, here comes the same thing. Because you are funny and kind. Because you're awesome. Not really. Am I that much of an idiot? He already knew he was. His mother had made him acutely aware of his weakness. How come you became the mother's assistant, Jay? You are soft as cinnamon bun. And she had taken every opportunity to punish him for it. You are far too trusty! That won't do in our line of work also. You're like family of assassins? The next time I found out you've met another friend, I'll have you do the deed yourself to kill that friend! It was echoed in his head. Even as an adult, he thought the thought of her threat caused him get distressed. Damn it! I have to kill my dog again. I'm pathetic. Robin had called him some lost puppies. He supposed that was too. Lost, but I might say. He had burnt his bridges and he'd helped kill a client to protect her. He had nowhere else to go now. His mind wandered to the playful banter this morning because before she messed up and make both of us killed in Otherworld line. To the sour face she made when she took a sip of the drink he'd made. He had wanted to kiss her then, to feel the warmth press against him and run his fingers through her soft hair, to hold her close and never. Oh my god, Jay has such hots for her. But he didn't, and now it was probably too late. It didn't matter, he planned on parting ways with her when they reached Gills anyway. He didn't deserve to continue putting her in danger. Well, I mean, Robin put herself in danger. It will be avoided if she just didn't talk to the ladies at all. To the damn old ladies! He crossed the room once more, but this time stopped before turning around. Ah! Jet. Is that snoring? So as to not wake her, he sat on the edge of the bed. As he watched her sleep, the argument that had that evening played over in his mind. Are you crazy? He clearly knows what we've done. We have to stay in the cabin now. We can continue give him ammunition against us, but probably that will make him just come into our cabin and search up our bliss cave. But whatever. I told you he may suspect us, but he doesn't have any proof. Even though in other timeline he just ransacked our cabin without any proof. If he did, he'd have as he started on the platform. He thinks Sullivan deserves what he got. He was practically inviting us to try and get away with this. He's not going to use the fact that he recognized me. He thinks it will be cheating. He intends to play this game clean. You seem to have a lot of faith in this man, and seen you haven't seen for over 10 years. What makes you think you are so special? Jay knew the reason, but he wanted to hear her say it. It was making him furious that she kept dancing around the issue as though he was too stupid to notice. What do you mean? I'm not blind, Robin. He may be speaking to the whole room, but his words were meant for you because I probably the most suspicious and all because I lied about my name at least. He's he searched for a better word than the one that came to mind. Infatuated with you. Robin gave a searching look as though she couldn't believe that what he was saying. You're jealous of him, aren't you? He could feel his face turning red with anger and embarrassment, and he looked for a look of slight annoyance only deepened the hurt he felt. Jay, he didn't want to hear her rejection. If you trust him so much, maybe you should go sleep in his bed. Let him protect you. Dude, Jay, calm the fuck down. We should prioritize escaping. I mean, when did we met? Just shortly, right? Jay, get out of your head. I mean, we gonna cuddle in gales, but not now. You're nothing but trouble anyway. The words spilled out before he could stop them, and he hated himself for it. I'm pathetic! She told her there, staring at him, dumbfounded. You're really a baka. She hadn't spoken to him the rest of it. Oh, we didn't go any again? Wouldn't be suspicious. The rest of the evening, eventually she fell asleep and Jay was left alone with his thoughts. He sat there on the bed with her sleeping peacefully beside him and cursed himself for his childishness. Why did I say that? There wasn't much time left before they could part ways. Like, how long is this travel? What did they say, like 3 days? It is already the second day, right? But it seems like there's at least 3 parts in this VN, so we still have quite some time, a long way to go. And he had ruined any affection she might have held for him. As he stirred in his self-pity, he felt a gentle tug on his arm. He turned to see that Robin, still asleep, had gripped the hem of his shirt. Ah, don't go, Jay. He caught her in her mumbling softly. She must be dreaming. He leaned down to see if he could make out what she was saying. She, it's not Warden. Yeah, I don't think we know who is it yet. Oh, it's Jay! Fuck! How can I this blind? Of course, it's me, Jay. Yeah, it's okay. I support Jay too, much more than that fucker wasn't. She was calling his name and not the made-up one she gave him. Oh, it was his real name. We all have dumb fake name in here, not father from our real name. Shay. What name that close to Shay? Shay? Yeah. And not the made up one she gave him while they fled in the country. His real name. Just Shay or something else? He put his head in his free hand, allowing her to cling to the other. For the first time in days, his mind was clear. He knew that what he was going to do now. Until this train stopped, he was going to protect her. No matter what! Yeah! That's the spirit! Woo! It even killed her precious detective. Probably not that, but yeah! Woo! Part 2! Jay gonna kill someone! The next morning when I awoke, Jay was already clean shaven and dressed for the day. He sat on the sofa in silence and sheepishly avoided looking in my direction. The return of 3 dots J. Well, this is awkward. I wasn't sure what to say. Good morning, I hope you'll be less of just asshole today. Probably not that. Probably not that level of tsundere yet. Let's go out there and try not get arrested for murder, shall we? That certainly wouldn't make any fancies. Just say good morning. Did you sleep well? I was quite aware he had, and after our argument he had paced away half the night. It was maddening, trying to sleep with him walking back and forth like that. No? Was that all? Did he have no intention of apologizing? I mean, he didn't do anything wrong, really. I was still angry with him for the things he said. I'm too sensitive, what the fuck? But it's not like I was enjoying this either. I felt a twinge of guilt as I remembered what happened after that. Oh, flashback? I hadn't been able to bring myself to speak to him alright, choosing to drown in my loneliness rather than be the first to break. Ah! What's that sound? But then he sat down next to me on the bed. He thinks I'm asleep. Ah! Stop winking in my closed eyes. He was there, close enough to touch. All I had to do was to reach out to him. I wanted nothing more to tell him it was alright, that I knew he hadn't meant what he said. Would forgiving him without an apology be admitting defeat? I just play a trick on him instead. Gently I grasped at his shirt sleeves and I felt him tense up. Yeah, so... Yeah, alright. I mumbled his name again and again and I leaned down to listen. Well, we can't let him on, aren't we? I couldn't bring myself to say it, but I hope he could hear it in my voice. I forgive you even though you didn't do anything wrong and it was all my fault and my dumb chatty mouth. And he put his head on his hand and sat there with me for a bit longer. I hate that sound. After a little while, he slowly removed his arm from my grasp and stood from the bed. He lay down on the sofa and finally fell asleep. And it's morning! If I told you, would you be angry? Don't care! Ow. Maybe that would make us even. Before I could decide, Jay cleared his throat. Robin! I'm sorry. You are too precious, Jay! Oh my god, stop it! Stop it! You are too cute for a murderer! Okay, I think... Well, on that happy note, I think I am gonna end it here. Well, we got the bad end. I think that's make up for the runtime of this episode. So we have reached the part 2 of this. Yeah, so I gotta remember what I thought. Hopefully they don't like carry over from part 1 to part 2. Hopefully I just need to just go through what I need to say in the second part of the part 2 because I still want the funny answer, okay? I still gonna have choose the most interesting choices in the first part. I think as long as I keep them consistent, it doesn't matter how silly it is. So, alright. Hope you enjoyed that despite my horrible English. Bye. See you later.